Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Steel City Motors and another vehicle highlight. Today we're hopping into one of the best values on the EV market today. We have got the 2023 Chevy Bolt EUV. We've got a very nice, like new, low mileage example of this vehicle, and I can't wait to get into it with you today. From the styling to the comfort and the features, this is definitely a great all-around package. Before we jump right in, these are the types of chargers that you can get with this vehicle that you can use on the different types of chargers that are currently available. And we also have some really nice kind of personalized styling on this Bolt, from the front end to the back with the blacked out Chevy emblems. It is overall a nice, clean and sporty feel to the car. The interior has a beautiful combination of a black and navy blue leather. It is really pretty and actually looks great when you hit it with the sun. I've actually got the 60/40 bench folded back here to demonstrate cargo space. As you can see, it's got that really pretty kind of navy blue vibe to it. Really nice, and it really gives the interior kind of an upscale feel, especially with the contouring and texture on those leather seats. Before I jump in, I'm also going to indicate that we do have child locks back here and that typical kind of Chevy GM layout on those side panels. Before jumping in to the front, this is the charger, and I just wanted to highlight how much room you do have in the back seat. These seats are pushed almost all the way back. I always say that and do that since I am on the taller side, so I try to give everyone a really good perspective on how everything looks. The roof is a little bit lower, so you do have to duck. If you are about my height, I'm right around 5'10", but the headroom inside of the vehicle is pretty decent, and the leg room is good considering the compact size. Back here we do have a USB-C and a USB port for the convenience of the passengers, as well as that typical armrest / cup holder in the middle. The middle seat is also quite ample, which is great for any passengers, and we do have those lower anchor or latch points for car seats as well. Jumping into the front, we have a beautiful sporty upscale feel on those bucket seats. Everything is almost brand new in this car, and we also have a good little bit of storage and a good little bit of style to go with the comfort. This is a definitely great kind of example of a like new used vehicle. It has the kind of new car feel to it, and it is definitely priced on the more affordable, way more easy, best kind of value spectrum for the EV market, and that just goes for Chevy Bolts in general. Bolts are actually one of the better values on the EV market, and we've seen quite a bit of reviews on the subject. So let's jump into the nitty-gritty and show you what you get for your money. Boom, push to start. Very nice quiet start because this is an EV. You can see that you are greeted with a very quintessentially kind of Chevy vibe. This is almost identical to the steering wheel that I have in my Blazer. The style, ergonomics, and comfort is really great, and that's something that I personally prefer as kind of a big GM fan. I just really like the comfort that it offers. The beautiful styling and the lines of the cabin are definitely a big plus. Nice sweeping kind of sporty lines. The trim, the stitching, everything just blends into the whole situation nicely. Just the whole look is really pretty, and as you can see, that good bit of room and that contouring on the rear seats as well. Now let's get into those details. So starting off with the door panel, typical controls for windows and mirrors. We've got the headlights and the brightness of the dashboard here. Cruise control. We've got the infotainment and the phone controls right here, as well as the scroller for all of your information on here. There's nothing analog about this car, so everything is digital and has a ton of different options to scroll through. So it is a really intuitive and information-rich system. Speaking of information, let's jump to kind of the star of the show of this interior besides the beautifully crafted seats, and that is the infotainment center itself, as well as the kind of climate control panel. You're definitely not controlling your driving down here, but we have a dual zone climate control that has all the different buttons, which I do like it being buttons. I don't want everything on a quote-unquote iPad screen. I love a combination of buttons and touchscreen. This is a 10.2-inch screen, one of the larger ones in these sized vehicles, and it has a wealth of information from different apps that you can install from what is basically kind of a makeshift app store. We've got a bunch of things down here from Pandora to Spotify to radio and different news outlets, and we also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which gives you like almost like a phone screen view of some of your apps that you can use on here, of course with safety features in mind, so you can't just la-di-da-di-da all over the place and not look at where you're going, but it is designed to optimize the smartphone and smart experience without compromising safety. We also have the energy panel here, which gives you a wealth of information from your efficiency history, different factors that impact your efficiency, the details, and your battery right here. So honestly, this is a really cool panel right here, and even without Super Cruise, which is their almost self-driving adaptive cruise control, this vehicle has an absolute wealth of technology and comfort features to make your ride a smooth one. Let me hit you with a couple stats before we jump into the back and take a look at our cargo space and configuration options. So this vehicle is at 200 horsepower with 266 pound-foot of torque, a 0 to 60 of 7 seconds, a range between 259 and 247 miles on average, with a charge of 30 minutes yielding around 90 to 95 miles on a gas station type fast charger. So if you're on the go and you really need a quick kind of fuel up, that is what you're going to get. This one does not come with Super Cruise, which is that little cruise control situation up top, which honestly a lot of people don't like having extra stuff on their steering wheel and extra things to deal with, which is totally fine. This vehicle still has driver assist features and a wealth of other technology, as I've mentioned, and it is great for that budget because it just has so much going on. The top speed on this baby is 93 miles an hour. Can you imagine if it was 40? And it is a front wheel drive. I personally like front wheel drive vehicles better than rear wheel drive vehicles, just because they do more stably kind of perform in bad weather. And here in Alabama, our weather can have literally every single season within one day, within like a 2-hour span. So goodness knows that I do like that drivetrain a little bit better. Alrighty, wrapping things up, here is our cargo space. We already have a good little bit of cargo space in here. Nice little bit of headroom to that cargo space. 60/40 folding bench, pretty much brand new floor mats, and a huge, seriously huge, under the cargo area utility compartment that gives you even more space to that existing 16 cubic feet that you have with these seats up. As I have demonstrated in the beginning, this is a 60/40 folding bench. So if you come over here, pull this lever, you've got space, and you've got quite a bit of space that is very level, which is really good for moving larger items or more cargo. So you definitely get a good bit of configuration for your cargo here, and a room to put a cargo shade if you want. The last little bit of technology I want to show you that really blows my mind is this backup camera, because oh my gosh, guys, look at this. Seriously, like, I'm going to back up just a little bit. This is like almost a movie screen. It is beautifully high definition. The camera really does not even do it justice. It is the camera of my phone, excuse me, does not do it justice, because look at that, you can see the leaves on the trees. This is very high definition, and it is wonderfully crisp in person. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. If you'd like to test drive this, and it is buttery smooth, so you totally should, or any other vehicle on our lot, head on over to 1011 Old Cedar Grove Road here in Moody, Alabama, off of I-20 exit 144. Or if you'd like to read up more on our course, head on over to steelcitymotors.com. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.